Your greatest tragedy is not giving it your all, not putting in the work, not putting in the energy, not putting in your time. You have to come first in your world to set the stage on what's possible. You can't look out and hope that someone else is going to come there and help you along. You have to be the help you need in your life. All right, let's go. If you are tired of not having the fitness, tired of not having the focus, tired of not believing, not having the faith within yourself, not having the financial resources or the relationships that you deserve, then this is your place to be. I'm Jason Yarusi. This is the Live 100 podcast, and today we're talking about the greatest tragedy. Now, when you hear those words, they sound very severe, right? They sound very serious, very profound, right? But it is a life that's not well lived. And many of us, I would say most of us, can think of someone who basically did not live their life in a way that really could have been maximized. We see people that go out there and give their life away to drugs, or give their life away to alcohol, or just other things that aren't their greatest calling. And they allow them, those resources, those things to control them. But we take back our life when we no longer accept that what we have in front of us and what is in our existence today is the end all. So I want to say today, if you are on a path that is not your highest calling, not your best calling, right? If you're not doing something that inspires you out there in your job, in your life, right? Well, then it's time for change. We do not have to stay where we are. Everything changes. The world is changing around us right now, but if you are going to sit there today and take what you have as the end all, well, then you are going to be part of the greatest tragedy. But it is still time. You're still here on this earth. You're still your moment that you can go out there and seize your outcome, seize your future, right? Seize today. Because what you have, the opportunities that are around us are plentiful, and they're for everyone. They're for everyone. No one is lucky. Everyone has these opportunities, but it's for us to go out there and seek them and choose them. So if you are looking at where you are in your life today and you're saying, well, I'm not happy with it, well, then let's make some changes. I had to really put the hammer down and start running when I really wanted to get focused on getting better at doing long distance running. And it wasn't like I just started running marathons and 100-mile races. I had to put in the work, right? I had to learn how to run. I had to learn how to breathe. I had to reset my mind to the thought of how and what running is. For many years, I just went out there and told myself that I just lived it, right? I just did a lot of things that were just lifting oriented. But running was not one of them, right? I would run in sports, but they were always, short gaps of running, right? But long distance running was never something that I did. I didn't know anybody who did this. I didn't have any friends that were involved in this. So I just started running, right? So I had to reset my psyche. And when I moved into things like buying apartment buildings, right, I didn't know any friends or anybody around me that was doing this. So I had to put myself in this position to be around these people, right? But I had to give it my all. I had to go out there and commit myself and give it my all. So your greatest tragedy is not giving it your all, not putting in the work, not putting in the resources, not putting in the energy, not putting in your time for you. You have to come first in your world to set the stage on what's possible. You can't look out and hope that someone else is going to come there and help you along. You have to be the help you need in your life. No one else needs to come to save you, right? It is for you to put the work in within yourself so you show up, so maybe you can come out there and help somebody else up, right? You can help somebody else to where they need for those goals. But you do not need that help. You need you. That's what you need. You need you. This is your time. This is your now. This is your place. So you are not the story that ends in tragedy. You are the story that ends in greatness. The world is in front of us. The resources are in front of us. And as I think today is where we're going here, right? Where we go with this Live 100 message, I just know the world is plentiful, right? I know there's so many people that can benefit from this message because they're sitting there on the sidelines waiting for something, but they don't know what that is. When in fact, they have everything they need to get started right now. They just need to be self-aware of where they want to be so they can understand what their greatness is within them, so they can be intentional in their execution to go out there and accelerate their growth habits. They were there for a time. They were there for what they are, but we have to grow. If you think the same workout's going to be beneficial to you each and every day as you grow years and years into your age, it's going to be silly to think that's going to be. You have to adapt to the change, adapt to the world, right? If you don't like change, well, everything changes. So get used to it. Break the patterns that have put you in the place you are. If you want the future that you deserve, you have to break patterns. So ask yourself right now, what do you want? What do you want? To be specific, because you are here to not half-ass it, to give it your all, to put in the work, to get the results that you deserve to have. So your time is right now for you to take action, to get out of the gate, take that first step, and then take the next step. Because you know what happens when you take that first step? It's scary. But guess what? You get usually 3 results. Result number 1, you are absolutely in the wrong direction. You go, man, that was horrible. Stop, turn around. Number 2 could be that you take a step and you're kind of somewhere in the right direction, but it's not the right direction, so you have to course correct, right, to get back in the road. Or number 3, you actually are on the right path, so keep on going. But you know what happens if you never take action? Well, nothing changes, right? You're exactly where you are before you started this, in a place that you don't want to be. So you have to take that first step. You have to take the step off the curb to go in the direction to give you guidance of how to get better questions upon your life so you can get better answers and better results. Because results come not from you understanding what the answer is. Every little point of my life where I've been stuck is because I've been seeking an answer, but it's actually I didn't understand how to ask the right question. And when I identified the question in front of me, well, guess what? The proper answer showed up for me to propel myself forward to the next step of my journey. All right, go out there, crush your journey, take action today. Go down there, give us a ratings review, share this out with someone who needs to get out of their own way so they don't become the greatest tragedy in their own life. Let's do this.